everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Cousins' Redskins going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
This is Marshall. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They'll run with Marshall. They find some open field here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
Here we
Now Marshall. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. He was a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the second round. They got a steal with this player.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots on their team and fill in some holes.
And they were able to identify the players they wanted early in the process. Got a little bit of luck, as some guys may have fallen to them. But for the most part, knew their philosophy and stuck to it.
That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And here's Marshall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. First offensive series forthcoming. Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver that certainly needs no introduction in this league.
He's truly one of those don't blink guys, because as soon as you do, he's past you and in the end zone, and doesn't mind letting you know about it too.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now on 4th down, Jay Gruden will call on his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And folks, kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you
6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So with that, he joins a list of players with the longest touchdowns possible in an NFL game, 109 yards. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go-around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, and they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time. Now a handoff looking right, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Mike Mitchell coming up from the secondary to make the stop. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. On 3rd down, Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. Set. Black fire. Choose the mic right here, over there, right? Choose the mic.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Check it out, Reed. Black fire.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Hey, you got three, Set. Three down. Blue 30. Right 52, right 52.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, 53 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Deep drop, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Arthur Moats. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Cousins. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
On second down, it's Bell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
10 yards to go on 3rd. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 42 yards. I know it's just the preseason, but a lot of guys out here trying to prove something. I think he just opened some eyes with that carry.
And every year during the preseason, don't we see guys emerge that we didn't hear about before or hadn't counted on that go on to have excellent seasons and careers?
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Cousins now to throw on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Cousins now on second down. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 14-3, that's our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
they try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Ryan Grant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Surveying the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. Third down here. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Here's McCoy. He's got time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Well, he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. So when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground with Cobb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Gun. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, If there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Cobb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Another pistol look here. They keep it on the ground. Cobb again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now again to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's the fullback. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start, offense.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Still second down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They come out here in the eye. They'll hand it off to Kelly. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start, offense. Still third down.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down.
Here we go now.
Now McCoy. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Detroit!
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Finding time. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now here comes the Redskin defense heading back onto the field. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, gotten pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. 53 is the mic. They're not ready for this, man.
Malcolm. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Play clock winding down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. James has got it. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Time running out here on the play clock. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Pretty quiet, team.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds Hayward Bay. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darius Hayward Bay, 26 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's McCoy. And he's got some space here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now McCoy. And some room to work. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And they're going to speed things up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be first down, Redskins. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. And McCoy loses the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And folks, kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Steelers are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Redskins didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Redskins back deep for the kickoff. In the end zone, he actually fields the punt, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. Steelers have it midway through one. Roethlisberger's going to find his mark, and this play will go for 6. Steelers push their lead to 11. Redskins have it on 2nd and 5. McCoy is going to complete the pass into coverage, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Closing the gap to 4. Steelers take it at the 11. Johnson's going to stay up the middle, and he'll go in for the score. Steelers push their lead to 11. Redskins would punt it away. Gilbert's going to return the punt. He gone as he sprints into the end zone. Steelers go up by 18. Steelers line up at the 26. Hayward Bay's got nobody around him on the catch, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle here to Coates. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Carry for Cobb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he's a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it. Take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8
yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
3 down. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Third down now following the run.
Detroit!
They come out here in the eye.
Green 39.
Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. And we got Mike, number 53.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Mike 53. 53. Mike.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Blue 90. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now. Over. Turn it out.
3rd and goal. Can the offense pump? And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. David Cobb taking it in. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Boswell for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check. 53 flight. Check. 53 flight.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and out, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3 and out. Another pistol look here.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now McCoy. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And they'll get 19 yards there. And the Redskins are going to get a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I don't even know why this team showed up. Here we go.
A give. This is Kelly. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's McCoy. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key the tight
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Here we go on 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there from 17 yards out. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Stays on his feet. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. 53 is the light. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Johnson now, the fullback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. On the toss, here's Cobb. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And the play clock's running down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Set, 3-19. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up over there. Set, green 39. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
We got 3 down. Set, 3-19. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. Back to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Watch left, tight end to the left, tight end left. Alert. All right, here we go. 3-19. Check.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2, and he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
6 man. Check curl. Here we go. Check
now McCoy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And ready for 3rd and 6.
3 down. Set. Green.
Here's McCoy. And this is going to be incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Washington defense getting ready. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is caught by Hayward Bay. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll run it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Steelers a first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are